Here in the winners semi-final, we've got more axes, a very traditional European match, as we've got Bryn versus Taros.
And it is going to be a very similar looking Taros. In fact, maybe the same looking Taros with the Roman Reigns axe. And is that Iron Legion Taros?
Yeah, I think that's Iron Legion.
Okay, Iron Legion Taros, I believe.
With the black color scheme.
You can get that through the one of the DevStream.
Yeah, I think that's DevStream 2 track.
I don't remember. It's one of them though. So watch
Yeah.
DevStreams and you can pick that one up if you like it.
Meanwhile, Blaze's skin, that Bryn, you got to earn yourself. You got to pick that one up over in Brawlhalla. Right now, Spear Play is doing very well. I generally think this matchup favors the Bryn because Taros doesn't have a lot of great options against a good Spear player. Swata stuck on this corner. Exclamation points. 3 come out, but Blaze not able to deny the ground touch, so Swata will get his jumps back.
It's now Axe v Axe. As Blaze has quite a lead here, gets the Cider, that's going to be the KO. Throwing his axe up. Will he stick with the axe or the spear? It's definitely going to be the axe for his choice. We'll see where the next weapon spot comes in. Ooh, nice little dodge there. Swat is able to grab the weapon. Doesn't take too much damage while he was disarmed. While he didn't have the weapon advantage. Sidelight coming through. Goes for the stomp, but Blaze is back towards the center of the stage. Oh, neutral signature. If that soft platform wasn't there, that would have been such a powerful position for Swata to be in.
Yeah, when it goes over the corner, you can go for like a chase dodge weapon toss. Stomp goes for the Cider in the right direction. Very interesting decisions coming out from Swata. Didn't get that Cider to connect, and a weapon toss from Blaze put Swata down to his final stock. Blaze feeling good with the stutter step across the map.
Game 1 definitely going in favor of Blaze here. It's going to be tough. Swata's going to have to fight the reverse 3. Even that side air isn't enough to KO. Bouncing off the stage just a little bit. Ooh, Blaze going deep into that push-off column as Swata attempts the edge guard. Now Blaze is above Swata. Nice punish there. Goes for the second there. Going to be the ground pound, though. The spiking option at that 45-degree angle down and to the right. Finally gets that first KO. 3-stock denial from Swata.
Still a possibility of the JV3, though, as Blaze is taking no damage on his second stock. Avoids that hammer recovery. There is a nice little Cider into the neutral light coming out from Swata. Starting to rack up this damage, but it might be a little too late as the recovery finishes off game number 1 in favor of Blaze.
And again, just like some of the previous matches in the last set that we watched, Taros player not putting out too much damage in the like mid to high mid 200s. Those are kind of numbers that Simple was putting out when he was on the losing side of several of the games that we saw last set. He's going to have to step that up, but it's not going to be from the Taros. It's going to be from the Diana pick going into this.
This is an interesting swap. Diana, kind of not a meta pick. Of course, bow, again, I think it's a very strong weapon in the current meta. I think blasters are great in the current meta, but there aren't a lot of Diana players out there. Like the one that usually jumps to mind is like Boomy when he's feeling his blasters, but other than that, there aren't a lot who like to play Diana, and I'm not entirely sure why.
Diana's super good. I think Diana is a great character. We'll see what Swata has with it, though. He's coming in with a level 54 Diana, one of like his top 10 legends. So he definitely has some time on this character. Oh, man. Trying to recover on that wall, and Blaze is just handling him so far.
Just keeping him on that corner. Downlight Cider puts Blaze off edge, but immediately swapping positions with Swata with the pogo. Swata going to go over to the bow. Might start seeing those big Diana plays. If you played a Diana in ranked, you know they love to go for those side lights into either side sig or neutral signature, depending on how you dodge.
Positioning over on the corner. Goes for the dash jump neutral air. Isn't trying to bait too hard with like a cheeky down signature over the edge to get an orange KO. Swata's fighting his way back in this. I believe both players are orange. We'll see if Blaze is orange. He is orange the next time he got hit by Swata.
You saw the movement from Swata. He fast fell down when he thought he was safe. He was trying to get past the spear ground pound to try to get like a turnaround down air or side air to punish Blaze, but unfortunately ended up just jumping into the spear ground pound, losing that first stock. But he's got some damage built up onto Blaze. Could start seeing him think about a downlight recovery, maybe. I don't know. He's kind of getting chopped up, not going to lie.
He needs to be careful. If he's trying to pick it up on the top of the map, Blaze might just take him off the top very easily. There's the down air.
Nice.
Not leading directly to the KO because it did bounce Blaze off of the wall, but he did clean it up with a nice weapon toss to get that safe KO. Now tying up in stocks, but still in the red against Blaze. Very scary spot to be in.
And Blaze just taking advantage of all this movement speed of Bryn. Like, when Swata's on the corner, Blaze just sits about central stage, and as Swata starts moving forward, he'll just back up, punish the landing, goes for the side light, side air, but that is very hard to hit true. Depending on how you hit that side light, might be better to just go for like a neutral air follow-up instead.
Yeah, go for the neutral air and then just go for the guess off of that with the recovery, with the ground pound, maybe with a GC neutral signature that we see several Bryns going for, or just take him out raw. Don't even worry about any type of combo or read. Just get the side air reaction as your KO option. Oh,
ooh, but the back end of the neutral signature does put Blaze off stage. Swata going a little aggressive here, knows that if he had hit that ground pound, could be enough to bring him back into this game because he is behind.
He's going to swap back to the blasters there as that weapon spawn comes in. Dash up side air. Another side air. Gets the D-Light recovery. Ooh. Almost falls out of it. Oh my gosh. He had to steer that one back just a little bit. Almost got dropped, but Swata keeping his cool even in this one up.
Thanking the hairpins for keeping Blaze inside of those hitboxes because, like you said, Swata almost dropped that recovery. But because he was able to pick it up, that means this is pretty even, but Swata's stuck on this corner.
Now you notice how Blaze is staying back from the corner just a little bit. He doesn't have a weapon like maybe Hammer that can stomp right on the corner very safely, or like Spear, at least in his hand right now, that he can poke with a neutral light or anything like that. He's staying back, which I think is a fantastic idea because Swata, if he gravity cancels it at the right height in the right position, could pick up a GC Insig to get back onto the stage when he has bow in his hands. And if it's bad enough for Blaze, he could get sucked down, bounced off the wall, and could lead to a KO. So I like his positioning a lot on the corner.
Yeah, it's a very safe positioning, right? Like, there's not a lot Swata can do against someone who's playing that far back on the corner, and Blaze gonna find another raw side air to take game number 2. Blaze 1 game away from having to force the TKO in winners final to go up against his teammate. And Swata, is there going to be a character swap?
He's definitely thinking about it. He hasn't locked in his character yet. It is going to be back to the Diana, which I think is a good choice. You saw how kind of close it was last game. There are a couple things he could change here or there, and we could have seen a different outcome to the end of last game. So I'm still digging this Diana pick, definitely.
I think the hardest thing for Swata is going to be getting over those corners, because Blaze just does such a good job of making it feel so uncomfortable to get up that corner, and I don't think there is a specific character that is going to help Swata. Maybe if he goes for more like bow GC downlights, right? Like where he goes up and then just GC downlights to push Blaze further away and guarantee that ground touch. But other than that, Blaze, I can't fully fault the character pick, but I don't know if there would have been a better one.
Blaze struggling for just a few hits to get a weapon. Axe coming in for him. Swata definitely in the lead here. Hasn't been touched yet. Nice side light. Goes for the side sig, but Blaze dips down below the stage.
Nice ground pound. Needs another one. Waiting for the opportunity, and there's the second one. Blaze did get the jump reset. There's the third one. And Swata gonna take the lead over Blaze.
Now, hitting that third ground pound was a little bit dangerous. You don't usually see like back-to-back-to-back ground pounds like that coming out from a bow player. Like, maybe you follow up the second one with a weapon toss, something a little bit more safer than that. But Swata nailed it. Had Blaze, took out that stock, has a huge lead, gets a stack neutral light on top of Blaze. Now the axe coming back in for Blaze.
Bow versus axe worked out in Swata's favor at the start of this game, but Blaze with the ground pound and Swata jumps off into it. He's going to eat the weapon toss, and that stock is gone. The panic from Swata. He was safe on the wall.
I'm surprised he reacted so poorly in time to that, because Blaze kind of telegraphed that. He started that ground pound pretty early.
Just a little bit of tournament nerves here. Swata not normally in the winner semifinal, so this is definitely a very good showing from Swata, but maybe tournament nerves starting to get to him.
Yeah, if you look at raw PR, oh man, if Blaze gets the stock here. Recovery safely lets Swata back onto the stage. Side sig for the KO, but if you look at PR, it's second place PR coming out from Blaze compared to the 10th place PR coming out from Swata. So that's a pretty big difference here. Swata made his way into top 8. Oh, but eats a side signature there, and Blaze is going to even it up. Blaze is up 2 games in this set. Swata has just a little bit of a lead. See if he can hold on to it for this final stock. Starting this off without a weapon, has already taken 50 damage.
His bow plays are looking very good here in game number 3, but he is behind. Nice nair into the recovery, goes for the down air. Blaze just horizontal enough to avoid the bow shot. Goes for the side sig read, and Blaze is above it. Swata's behind in the damage department, and again, he's stuck on this corner.
Exclamation points coming out. Blaze gets a little bit too hasty, playing a little bit too far forward when he threw out that side signature, so that was an easy punish for Swata. Oh man, it is really going to come down to possibly last hit red here.
Swata getting pretty eager there. That gravity cancel D-Sig was risky. Goes for another one. Bounces off the stage, so Blaze is going to survive, and a side air gives Swata game number 3, keeping him alive here in the winner's semifinal.
That was huge for Swata, fighting back into this with that final blaster side air. I saw him pick up those blasters, and I was a little bit worried because most of the really good work he's done has been on the back of the bow. Definitely last game, and I'm looking at his Brawlhalla here, and his highest bow legend is Koji at a level 72, so I'm a little bit curious why he's choosing to go in with this Diana pick over a Koji that he's spent considerably more time on, because we haven't seen too much of the blasters from Swata. Maybe he just loves the bow signature kit compared to Koji's.
I mean, either that or it could just come down to stat line, right? Koji not exactly the tankiest of legends. Not that Diana is particularly tanky either, but considering it's kind of an anti-dex meta, having that spread away from dexterity compared to Koji, who's like 8 base dex, maybe it's something about the stat line.
Also, his highest held weapon is going to be the sword. Bow is like 6th? Yeah, bow is 6th, just barely below blasters.
No, right now, bow is number 1, but it is struggling against this axe of Blaze. Blaze, when he finds the momentum with the axe, just chops up his opponent. And Swata is finding that out firsthand. Already in the red, gets hit by another raw side air, and the weapon toss coming out, and Swata keeps just enough in the tank to get that wall touch.
Blaze got a little bit too hasty there. He could have just held that. Actually, maybe he fully charged that.
Yeah, I think he hit the timer. I think he hit the throw timer.
So Swata, wow. Big ground pound. Grabbing that there. Swata maybe turning this game around in his favor. If he can play carefully, maybe take center stage control. Down Sig going to immediately get punished.
I'm loving these neutral lights coming out from Swata. Blaze again with the side airs will even up the stock count, and I don't think Swata had time to prime a weapon, so he's going to be stuck with blasters for a little bit when he gets this pickup.
Ooh, that's going to be a quick punish. I don't know if he was looking for a D-Light or maybe a dare there. Not sure exactly what he was going for, but Blaze was so far away that was an easy punish once he was locked into those 3 shots from the downlight. Again, over on that soft platform, but a bow spawn comes right to him. The RNG gods blessing him with that weapon spawn. Neutral light. Now he's back to controlling center stage. Neutral light into the recovery.
Ooh, but he doesn't find the downlight off that top platform, but he's going to find it off the second soft platform for a downlight into the recovery. Swata looking good here in game number 4. Can he take it to game number 5? The bow plays to build up this damage.
And he even went for a little bit of a risky weapon juggle there. Going maybe one more. What the safe option would have been. Has Blaze already in the orange. A D-Sig over the corner. Where's the weapon toss? Be careful. Just be careful.
Went for style.
You basically have this one in the bag. Just be careful, Swata.
It would be a tragic loss here with the lead that Swata's built up onto Blaze. Here in game number 4, hitting the down air. Recovery not going to connect. Another side air puts Blaze off stage. Interesting down sig decision there, but he does find the downlight neutral light.
Swata getting the victory here.
Nice.
Would even up the set between these two. Is he going to finish it off? And he is! The gravity cancel neutral signature comes out from Blaze. Swata's not anywhere near him. Going with the safe weapon toss to clean up the edge guard. Fantastic play from Swata that game. It was looking a little rough in the beginning, but he really turned it around, kept the pressure on, ended that game with 2 stocks. Now it's tied up in the set. If Swata takes this victory and moves through into the winners finals, even if that basically halts his entire tournament, he's still going to be in a really good spot with a really solid seed for BCX.
Yeah, either way, this is looking real good for Swata's seed in the World Championship. But man, here we are in game number 5. Swata with the blasters doesn't even need the bow right now. No weapon spawn, so he can't make the swap. There's the spawn. You see Blaze immediately rotate over because Blaze wants the axe in hand.
Swata almost had the move to go back to center stage, but then you saw Blaze come down and Swata retreats over to the wall. Swata gets back, poking with the max range of that side light as far as he can. Damage is starting to add up on Swata's first stock, but you saw last game, he was able to turn it around just at the end of both of these players' first stocks.
Good avoidance of the ground pound read coming out from Blaze. Side air into the side light, goes for the ground pound. Blaze gets past it. Swata finds the second ground pound to take the first stock off of Blaze. Can Swata keep this momentum? Yo, can he beat Blaze?
Blaze is almost looking a little bit scared on the edge. You aren't seeing like immediate reactions to the sort of bigger risks that Swata is starting to take on the edge. You didn't see any immediate punish with an axe down air there. It was kind of a late ground pound that came out, which gave Swata the option to punish after that. So I think Blaze is feeling a little bit shook here.
I mean, part of it is like this timing mix-up that's coming out from Swata. If you look at the way he's playing neutral, like he'll come in, he'll poke, and then sometimes he'll back away and then punish you for coming down to punish that poke. Like he's doing a really good job of like poking in and out against Blaze, and it just keeps Blaze on his toes. Went for the risky option there with the gravity cancel neutral signature, and Blaze gonna shut down that stock. This one is gonna go down to the wire here. 2 stocks apiece.
Just about 50 damage. Nice dodge to get through the cider that came out from Blaze as Swata was going down to pick up the weapon. Bow coming in. You can see Swata has so much stage control even when Blaze is in the center of the stage. Because Swata will move forward, Blaze will back up, and then Swata will back up, and Blaze will still stay basically in the same spot. So he's not like reclaiming his territory very well. He is finding some solid axe pressure here.
Yeah, the axe is doing the damage. Swata has been disarmed. Back to the blasters. He needs a D-light into the recovery. You see him go to the soft platform. He wants the height that the soft platforms will afford because they can lead to those knockouts. Interesting ground pound decision there coming out from Swata. Blaze with a side light, side air, and Blaze is 1 stock away from earning a spot in the winners final. Who's it gonna be?
It's definitely a toss-up for who is going to take this one. We'll see if Swata can answer back quickly. But we saw the reverse of it last game where Swata was in the red on his second stock, and he just kept the pressure up and held onto it. Swata taking Blaze over to the edge, backs up, kind of sits in that Blaze spot, almost exactly where Blaze was playing to get that safe corner pressure.
Blaze priming the axe while Swata comes back up onto the stage. Gonna try to hold on to the second stock. Wants to get some extra damage here. Swata chasing another neutral air, but Great Hall with a huge high ceiling.
Oh, man. He found 2 nairs off of that side light. Not something you usually find. Man, Swata really wants these nairs to KO, but they will just not do it.
They're safe, I get it, but man, they are hard to kill with here in Great Hall. The ceiling is so high. Another one will finally finish off the stock. Swata not too terribly damaged. There's definitely room for him to come back into this one, but Blaze immediately able to pick up a weapon.
D-Light comes out, Blaze Had some stage control there. Swata was on the left platform. Neutralite puts Swata into the orange, over onto the right wall. Forced over there. We'll see if Blaze goes in with the side signature. It's going to be a side light, and Swata, he is so ready to punish those.
Oh man, these Nair juggles starting to add up this damage. Blaze, though, Nair juggles of his own. Oh, that's a risky play coming out from Swata for the end sig. Has to get this wall touch.
Swata's now in the red. He's got to be so careful here against Blaze. Oh, goes for the D-Light, just barely missing. Axe
One more
side
Sair.
air.
One more Sair. Doesn't even need it.
Oh!
It's the neutral light. Blaze gonna shut down Swata, taking it 3-2 in game number 5. And he will be moving on into the winners final to fight Akno.
That's so rough. You saw Swata go for that recovery, that questionable recovery that immediately moved him like into the wall and above the side wall. And Blaze was ready right there to grab that Axe Neutral Light for the KO move. That is Blaze moving on into the winners finals, 3-2 over Swata. A tough loss for Swata. It seemed like he was going to bring it back, but once you saw his character turn red, it was all but curtains there. Blaze had so much control, and Swata just couldn't claim it like he did previously.
Yeah, Blaze was just finding the axe hits and just took down Swata.